Everyone tells you Zapier is the gold standard. They're wrong. For mid-sized agencies, it's actually the biggest bottleneck to scaling your operations. You start with a few simple zaps, then you have 50. Then suddenly your monthly bill is thousands of dollars and one broken step crashes your entire client onboarding process. It's not a tool anymore, it's a tax on your growth. Over the last few years, we've built and audited automation stacks for dozens of agencies doing 7 figures. We've seen the Zapier tax kill margins and the make complexity freeze operations. We've tested every edge case across the big 3. Today we're moving past the basic, which is easier debate. I'm showing you how to build a self-healing automation ecosystem. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when to stick with Zapier, when to migrate to Make, and why n8n is the secret weapon for agencies that want total control and zero per task costs. Let's dive in. You started with one simple zap, maybe a lead form hitting a CRM. Easy. But then you grew, now you have 50 zaps, 100. And that's when the Zapier tax kicks in. Suddenly, scaling your agency means paying a massive monthly premium just to keep the lights on. You're being penalized for your own growth. But the cost isn't just financial, it's the fragility. Zapier is linear, it's a straight line. But business isn't a straight line. One API update happens, or one field is formatted incorrectly, and a critical workflow snaps. You don't even know it's broken until a high-ticket client slacks you, asking why their onboarding email never arrived. Now you're spending your Sunday afternoon digging through task histories, instead of strategizing for next quarter. You've built a house of cards. Every new automation adds more complexity and more points of failure. You aren't building a scalable system, you're building a technical liability. If you're an ops manager or an agency owner, you know this feeling. You're trapped in a tool designed for beginners, while you're trying to run an enterprise-grade operation. The problem isn't that Zapier is bad, it's that it's designed for the easy button user. For a mid-sized agency, easy becomes expensive, very quickly. To scale, you don't need a tool, you need an automation ecosystem. Let's break down the 3 tiers of automation and where your agency actually fits. First, Zapier, think of this as your entry-level layer. It's great for simple, linear triggers. If this happens, do that. But for agencies, Zapier has a task tax. As your volume grows, your monthly bill balloons. You start fearing your own success because more leads mean higher software costs. That's where Make.com comes in. Make isn't a list of steps, it's a visual map. You can build complex logic, filters, and iterators without writing a single line of code. For a mid-sized agency, Make is the sweet spot. You get 10x the power of Zapier at a fraction of the cost. But let's talk about the end game. n8n, this is for the operators who want total control. Unlike the others, n8n can be self-hosted. This means 2 things. First, your data never leaves your own infrastructure. Privacy is a massive selling point for high-ticket clients. Second, there is no per-task cost. You can process 1 million records and your bill stays the same. This is how you build a self-healing ecosystem. With n8n, you can build advanced error-handling loops. If a workflow fails, n8n doesn't just send an alert. It can trigger a recovery sequence to fix the data and try again. So which one do you choose? Here is the agency blueprint. Use Zapier for simple, low-volume internal hooks. Use Make for your client-facing delivery systems, where visual mapping helps you spot bottlenecks. And use n8n for your heavy-duty backend processing and data syncing. Stop trying to force one tool to do everything. When you distribute your automation across these 3, you stop paying the convenience tax and start building a scalable asset. This is the difference between a business that relies on tools and a business that owns its systems. Now, if you're ready to stop bleeding money on task-based pricing, you need the right tool. For most mid-sized agencies, Make is the sweet spot. It gives you the power of n8n without the server headache. If you have a dedicated dev team, go n8n. If you're just starting, Zapier is fine. But for scaling, Make is where the results are. We moved a client from Zapier to Make last quarter. The result? Their monthly bill dropped by 70%, and their error rate plummeted thanks to visual error handling. Stop paying the convenience tax. I've put the best starter links for Make, n8n, and Zapier in the description below. Click those, set up your workspace, and start building a system that actually scales. Now let's dive into the actual implementation.